Hi everyone, welcome back to the Self-Sufficient Homestead. My name is Tanya Milan, and today I will be showing you how to make condensed milk at a fraction of the cost. Last week I made a cheesecake with homemade cream cheese, homemade condensed milk, and then I got a lot of questions, how do you make all these things? So today we'll start with the condensed milk. Now just take note, I'm filming myself, I'm trying to get you in here, so I'm going to move the camera up and down to accommodate you as best possible so you can see everything. Firstly, what do we need to make this? You need a good pot. So mine is an enamel coated pot. Then I'm going to need 5 cups of milk. This is Petunia's milk from the farm, so nice and creamy. Then we need bicarbonate of soda. This is to help it from going all grainy. Then you need butter. However, today I will be using margarine because I've only got salted butter in the freezer. So you can also use this, but obviously it's so much nicer if you had normal butter. Next up, we need some sugar. I'm going to use white sugar. You need a scale to weigh down your sugar. So to start off with, I'm going to put on my scale and just tare this. I need 500 grams of sugar, which is plus minus 2 cups. So let's just weigh it, and we've got it 100%. So there it is at 465 for 2 cups. And, well, too much. So probably another quarter cup would give you 500 grams. Now, let's see if we can see what's that in pounds. That is 1.1 pounds, if that helps anybody. Right, so I'm going to pour this sugar in my pan. Let's just adjust so you can see. Hold on. There we go. And I'm going to be mixing into my sugar, 500 grams of sugar. I'm going to be mixing 2 mils of bicarb. And I'm mixing it now because it makes so much easier with the dry ingredients than if I've put the milk in already and the bicarb maybe clumps a bit. With a spoon. When I look at this wooden spoon, I laugh a bit. I don't know if you can see. This is called the connotiator. When the kids were small, I would like, you're going to get a hiding. And then Abby would say, can I connotiate a bit? That is negotiate. So the connotiator is still in the drawer. We still cook with it. Okay, our sugar and our bicarbs have been mixed. Now for 5 cups of milk. Now there's some cream on the top. I'm going to leave that cream so it's nice and creamy. So the first cup will have a lot of cream. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups of milk. That's about 1,250 mils of milk. Now one thing, let's adjust the skin. One thing that is important about your pot or pan that you use, the bigger and wider your pot or pan is, the quicker your process will go. If it's a small pot, the evaporation surface is so much smaller, so it's going to take, let's say it's a pot this size, so it's going to take about 3 times the time to evaporate all that moisture than if you have a nice big pot. So this pot is really, really good for making condensed milk. So I'm just going to give it a stir there, and then I'll switch on the stove. What we want to do is we want to dissolve the sugar before this milk boils. So just giving it a good stir. I can already feel that the sugar is starting to dissolve because it's not so heavy anymore. And you don't have to stir it all the way to dissolve before you put it on. It's just that we don't want the sugar to burn at the bottom of the pan. Okay, let's just see. This thing doesn't seem to be on. Okay. So initially, you want to stir it just till all of it's dissolved. You only want to stir it every now and then. You just want to leave it to kind of simmer away and all that moisture to evaporate out of your mixture. Let's get you closer. You see there? There's only little bits of sugar left. So that happens so quickly. Okay. Now I'm going to leave this to start heating up. It's still ice cold, so I'll just put my pot slightly higher. One thing that is really important to remember is don't go away. Don't go gardening while you're doing this. You have to be in the kitchen doing stuff. So this morning, for instance, I have some red lentils ready for processing. I want to make some red lentil tofu. And this just takes a while, but this is also something that needs to be done in the kitchen. I want to make some cream cheese, and that also is something I can do here. So plan your day so there's a lot of things that you can do here. I, for instance, also need to take out some meat because I want to can some meat for the dogs. And then I'm close by. I'm not outside and forgetting about this, and this boils over and makes a huge mess in my kitchen. So stay close by, guys. Let's give it a good stir. Yep, all the sugar has dissolved now, and my milk's going to start warming up. So my stove is set slightly higher just to start warming this, and then I'm going to set it lower again. You don't want to put it on a high setting for the whole time, then you will have trouble. I'll see you just now again when we see some progress. So my milk have warmed up quite a bit. My pot is hot too, so I'm going to just put it lower, about 2 settings lower, and this is where I will leave it now for the remainder of the time. It takes quite a while to thicken up, but as said, we'll just carry on with other stuff in the kitchen. So on a low setting, I'm leaving this now, and I'm just letting it do its thing. Let's check in here quickly. Very slowly, just simmering. Can you see the steam coming off? That's what we want. Can you see also that if I pull my spoon through, there's nothing burning? So our condensed milk is bubbling away softly. Let's check on our condensed milk. It's softly bubbling away. And as you can see, nothing is burning. I've put it 1 setting higher. And then while I've been doing that, I've been making some lentil tofu. Yes, we have some lumps. I'm just going to put it through the blender. Nothing a blender can't fix. And then also I have been grinding up some wildebeest. And the white you see on top is the onion, just to get the last of the meat out of the grinder chute. So still deciding what we're doing with this. Maybe a pasta or some meatballs. Now that's all happening while we wait for this. Okay, it's boiling nicely. I'm just going to add the butter now. I was waiting for the margarine to defrost a bit. You can add it right after the sugar has dissolved. Mine just had to wait a little bit. So here goes. 50 grams of butter or margarine. The color of our condensed milk is changing, or of our milk mixture. It's not condensed milk yet. Can you see that it's going pretty yellow brownish, light brownish? Maybe brown's not the right word. Off-white. I think it's looking good. It's getting there. We are nearly at a place where we can say this is condensed milk. Oh, I can smell condensed milk. Have a look at that. Look how beautiful this is looking. It's thickening up. And you must always remember it will thicken up more in the fridge afterwards. So if you don't want it particularly thick, you have to stop at the right time. Inside the oven, I am just sterilizing 2 bottles and 2 caps. These are console bottles. They work really well. Oh, and look at this. This looks like the real deal to me. So I would give it another 5 minutes if you want normal thickness condensed milk. As I said, I like it slightly thicker, so I'm going to leave it a bit longer for myself. But the butter and the milk have combined really well. And as you can see, there's no lumps. And nothing is burning. 5 more minutes, guys, then we're done. Okay, the bottles are ready. They are piping hot. I'm just going to put it on like that. Don't want to touch it. Not into burning today. Yeah. There we go. And the lids. Have a look at our condensed milk. It is ready. No lumps. Very beautiful. And the color difference you see is just the foam that forms on the sides and on top. So I'll just give it a good stir in. And this is how easy it is to make condensed milk. I'm going to try my best not to mess. I think I don't have enough bottles. Just going to wipe this down. Ah, it's hot. So there you go, guys. Fresh condensed milk. I hope this helped you, and I hope you can make condensed milk too now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you know somebody else that wants to make condensed milk, please share it with them. See you again later. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.